All right, live check. Let me go ahead on my phone real quick, like always. Make sure my live is on. And what we're working on today is an iPad 10th generation charger port replacement. And I see myself already, that's great. So let me go ahead and show you what we're working on. We're working on this charger port. It is damaged. And we will be replacing it. So let's go under the hand camera and break down the iPad. I already opened it up yesterday, the glass. So we will just go ahead and lift up on here slowly. Okay, I may need to put it back on the heater so the little double side tape can warm up and we can lift up on it. Put this right here. Let's give it a minute so it can warm up and then we can lift up because it's catching on right here somewhere. There we go. Okay, great. Let's move this to the side. Oh, shit me. Great. All right, so to start off, we will go ahead and remove these silver screws. And if I'm not mistaken, it's this one right here. I need my tweezer. Let's set these screws on the side. I like to have my camera on to make sure my video ain't lagging because I hate recording when it lags. But I went back on the settings. I think it's, let's see what recording settings I have on here. .360, 480. So we're not recording over 480 because if I do anything over 480, my system will lag. I just need a better system, but let's make this work like we always has. Remove these 6 screws right here. And then we got some screws on the other side. I'm not sure if they take the same driver. Alright, let's try it. Yep, they do. The ones on the other side by the camera, they're all black. You got 4 of them. And then I'm gonna put this tablet back on the heater just a little bit so we can lift up on the LCD. There's a little, some type of glue or that Apple has around these corners. So I'm gonna bring this heater right here a little bit. This is a heat mat. Just put it right here again. Give it about a minute and then we'll be able to lift up on it just like that. Yep. What you can do is get a little Q-tip with alcohol and just go on these little corners. I don't see nothing here, so it's only there. I did one a while back online also, but I think it was 2 weeks ago when I did one also. But I didn't record myself, I don't record everything. But I got my co-worker today here, and I was like, let me go ahead and start the live stream early in the morning. It's 9 a.m. and we're gonna stream ourselves today. Okay, just lift up slowly. The first thing you do is you bring your screwdriver, Phillip head, and release the battery. Put the battery screw on the side. You can lift up on it using a plastic little tool. Then after you lift up on it, we don't need it connecting. There you go. Alright, so let's go ahead and start by removing the LCD and digitizer screws. I'm still gonna need the heat mat to remove the motherboard, because the motherboard is also, it has that double side tape holding it down. That's the LCD. Set it up on the side. Now we got two more screws right here holding the digitizer down, which is the outside glass. Alright, so we're going to remove this one and that one. And you have a mic attached to the screen, so you get your alcohol again. Just rub it on there, and so it can come down easily. I guess you can do it with your nail. Try not to break none. Alright, just release it. Once it releases, you can guess, where's my Q-tip? Release the rest of the screen. It has the adhesive glue right here. Now let me put it on the heat mat just a second so it can warm up. Put it in front of you guys. It just turned off. Turn it back on. It'd be nice if the iPad made like this, huh? I'm just waiting on it to warm up so we can lift up on the screen. Don't force nothing. I don't want to break none. So you can bring your blade if you want to just scratch the glue that's on here, so it can release easy, and make sure you don't cut no wires. Alright, there you go. Okay, well, looks like you have to remove two more screws that's holding down the mic that's attached to the screen. Great. Set that on the side too. Remove this on the side. Unclamp the camera. And unclamp the mic. Let's put these on the side also. Okay, so I'm going to keep this on the heater while we can go ahead and start removing these little antennas. Just lift up on them. Alright, now we got the back camera. It has also a screw, one shield. Put that to the side also. Unclamp it. There's another antenna that goes on top. Unclamp that. And I think these are the buttons. Yep. It's a little ribbon with a black piece of tape on top. So let's remove the piece of tape and release that ribbon. There you go. And we got this wireless charger. This is for the pen. The pen attaches on this side, but it has a ribbon holding it down. Alright, and speaker connector. And we got two screws right here on the charger port. Let's go ahead and remove these, put them on the side. Alright. And one more. And after that, we can go ahead and I need another, I think a T3 maybe. Nope. Let's try a T4. Okay, yep, we're gonna need a T4 for that one. I almost stripped the screws and that is not good. There's a T4, so we're gonna need that T4 for the bottom screws. And is there anything else attached here? I don't see nothing, so we can go ahead and try to pry this motherboard. You can add alcohol, that will help. That will help release the motherboard off the main frame. Alright. Be careful though, you don't want to force nothing up. What's helping it out is the alcohol and the heater, or the heat mat. So there goes the charger port. Down. Here's the charger port. We can go under the, let's turn this off. We can go under the microscope. And this is the charger port. I hope it didn't damage nothing on the main board, because when it crosses like that, most likely it will burn the TraceStar or Hydra, whatever they have on this board. So let's go ahead by removing this little tape that's on this side of the board. Look at my tweezers, nasty. Alright, so let's go ahead by removing. It still looks nasty, but that's fine. You have to remove that tape so we can exploit, so we can see all the wires or all the pads that we're gonna go ahead and work on. Keep that on the side because we will put it back down. Not that, we'll put our own little piece of tape on the back. So we will start off by applying flux. Let me turn on my iron, turn on the fan. One sec. And let me get the charger ports. It's an iPad 10th generation. Got one right here. This is a 4G version, so we need a Wi-Fi version. I have one right here. And the other one's on the right. Alright, my iron is ready. This is the new one that we will be installing. Compare the new one to the old one. So let's go ahead. This video ain't gonna take long, no way. Apply low melt solder. So we don't have to use our heat gun. All we're gonna use is our iron. Yep. We will just use the iron so we can start on one of the corners. Start from here. Don't lift up too hard. It should release itself. If you lift up too hard, you're gonna break pads and you're gonna mess up this whole repair. So the repair will go from easy to hard real quick. So just keep moving your iron. And halfway done. Like I said, do not force nothing. It should come out by itself. Over here. Okay, great. Got the old charger port out. What I will need is a piece of wick. My mic is not on me. Alright, so let me go ahead and get a piece of wick and wick that board. Remove that low melt that we applied here. Okay. It's clean. What I like to do is apply flux and then apply regular solder back on the pads. Then wick them again so we can get rid of that low melt solder. Alright. We'll bring our wick again and we just wick these pads one last time. Great. Clean up and install a new one. Alright. Not sure how clean that is. I'm getting my phone. Doesn't look too bad, so this is a new charger port. Charger port has two windows. This is how you align it. You got a window here, a window there. It aligns with this dot and that dot. So, and them dots supposed to be gold, but they turned silver because I touched them with the wick. So let's see something. Right. You just gotta align it. Give me a second. Alright. Now we can go ahead and apply solder and flux. First flux, and then we'll get our iron with solder. Hold it down. Just keep going around with your iron so the solder can float down and you should be good to go. Make sure you got a big blob of solder on your iron and just go across them a few times just so you can be sure the connection is good. Okay. And that should be good enough. We will go ahead and clean. Looks good to me. What we will do is go back under the mic. Sorry, not the mic, but the hand camera, so we can assemble and test. What I'm gonna do is get this little tape that I have right here, just a small little piece, and put them on these connections, because you don't want these connections to touch the frame. That will ground them, and your iPad is not going to work because it's grounded back there. Let me get another little piece and put it right over. Okay, great. So we will go ahead and align everything. Let's align them two buttons up there, them fluxes. Put that down. Attach this in. Let me get the screws so I can screw that down. It was a T4 that we used. And we got them right here. Don't lose them because we won't be able to find these screws nowhere. All the older generations don't have these two screws, they have different screws. Screw them down real tight. Get the second one. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Maybe not. So go ahead and screw the other one down. And my silly self didn't remove this little sticker. Alright. Let's attach the speaker. And let's go ahead and attach these other ribbons. Where's my tweezer? There's a wire under here. Alright. That was another speaker anyway, so attach that in. Then attach these little antennas, the buttons. My mic was under the chair's handle. Okay. Clamp that down. Put this down. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put the LCD on just to show you guys that it will start charging. And then I'm gonna end this video here. I will use my amp reader USB, Type C amp reader, so we can see how much juice going in there. Okay, so we have everything good enough to test. I'm only going to connect the LCD and not the digitizer. So let's go ahead and put that right here. And we're gonna bring our battery screw and attach the battery down. We will need that battery down. Great. We'll remove it after we test. I will get my amp reader, Type C. I'll go ahead and attach it down here. And let me get my charger. We got this charger. We'll go ahead and plug it in. And what we will see, 5 volts at 14 amps, that should go up. Now we're at 4.8 at 1.3 amps. The volts should go up a little bit. If I'm not mistaken, 8 volts maybe. But for now, okay, it's back charging. So the battery is dead. It was showing the Apple logo and went back off, but it is charging at 4.9 volts, 0.65. That's still low. That's because it's a dead battery. I can keep it here so you guys can see, or we can end the video, but it is charging. The old charger was destroyed. Now it's at 1 amp, almost 5 volts at 1 amp, but that should go up as the battery juices up. And that's it. Press the power button. You can see that was at 2.88, at 2.90, 2.30. So it's taking good amps. I'm trying to show you guys. Missed one actual repair. Will this be uploaded later? Yeah, my God, this will be live, so stay on my channel. It's not gonna go down. Just keeping the battery disconnected, not as much as concerned anymore. I like to disconnect it before I unplug anything. Remember, some iPad Pros used to die. Yeah, of course, you'll burn either a backlight or something. It's best to unplug the battery, even though you know like the battery's dead, but I still have some voltage in the battery. It's best to unplug it before you touch your screen ribbons, because if you burn a filter, you're gonna have no backlight or no touch or something like that. It's still charging at 4 volts, 0.5 at 290 amps, so that is good. And it should probably take about 5-10 minutes for it to boot up. I don't want to keep the live going, but this video will be posted on my channel. It's not gonna get deleted, so we will keep it. And I'll go ahead and end the video here so we don't keep this video going for too long. I've been recording for 26 minutes. Oh wow. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. If you do like this video, give me a thumbs up, and I appreciate you guys for watching. And I'll end the live.